y'all, 100 devs are about to do the hunt. So in this VOD, we cover Learn with Leon, the 100 devs teachers VOD from last week, link in the description below. We just go through and I give my thoughts about what Leon said and my own experiences on top of it. And then we answer some general questions, talk about mental health, and watch some bomb-ass chicken videos. So, yeah, I mean, I think it was pretty fire. Hello, it's Rufio. It's also Monday. It's also been a rough day, but it's okay. We're making it through. We're squeezing through. I always make you wait like that, Born. Always. The problem is that the problem is that Twitch always cuts off the beginning of your videos, and so that's why I always start later. Thank you, Blackboard. Welcome everyone. Hello, hello. I was gonna grab my chapstick. Where did I put my chapstick? I have my jacket wrapped around my legs, and it's totally my jacket pocket. Okay. There we go. Everything sounds good. I'm glad to hear that. Okay. All right. Why? Why? Okay. So, today yeah, Born, I've had a really depressed day. So that's why if I don't respond to y'all and you're messaging me, I'm doing my best, but also my best is not very good right now. So thank you for your grace. Yeah. Sorry for starting late today. We were totally going to do this morning, and my brother unexpectedly worked from home, and so here we are super late. I'm sorry for those in the not America time zones. Thanks for being understanding. So, it is Rufio. It's Dakota. Okay, so what we're doing today is we are going over Learn with Leon's, and most of you probably know Leon here. Last VOD, you can do exclamation, oh my god, I can't say words. Exclamation point hunt, and you can go straight to that VOD. So for those of you who don't know, the majority of us here are in 100 Devs, which is a free online full stack JavaScript bootcamp and agency. And last Tuesday, our teacher Leon was like, yo, y'all, we're about to start the hunt. And before we're about to start the hunt, we're about to get real, like, doing all this stuff to get there. And a bunch of people were like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. And I was like, you know what? I relate to this. I want to talk about this. And so here we are. Now, I totally watched the whole stream, took notes on it. If you're wondering why I go like this, it's because I'm looking at the notes, because it was like a week ago that I watched it. So there's that. Silent meditation. You're stressed and you're not even there yet. That is why we're chatting about it. I don't like, wait a second. What if we move me over like that? Now you can see both my hands. Notes on what? Well, you gon' see. There is actually a lot of info. I thought it merited a stream. What are we going over today? Exclamation point haunt. My god, I can't say the word hunt. Haunt. Exclamation point haunt. Exclamation point hunt. We're going over Leon's VOD from last Tuesday. Haunt. Love it. Love it. Love my capability to speak. Change the command to haunt. I should. Sorry, I can't say it, so it's now haunt. Are we getting spooky up in here? I don't know. Or is it just Rufio can't talk? That's what it is. Also, Mac, thank you for the follow. Okay. So, Haunter is your favorite Pokemon? I don't know Pokemon. We are hunting and haunting. Huntober. We have to do Christmas for Halloween. Love it. Love it. We're all having fun with this. Ironically, I don't actually like Halloween very much. But guess who did listen to I give up. Bye. I'm leaving. I'm going. Bye. Can't talking. It's okay. I was like crying an hour ago, so this is much better of a mental state, probably. Can't wait for Halloween. Oh yeah, I was saying that Muse, I listened to their album. You Make Me Feel Like It's Halloween is like such a fucking bop of a song. My favorite on the album. Does SLZ have a Chinatown? Yeah, very, very small though. Am I joining Huntober? Well, I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure yet just because my mental health is the worst it has ever been right now. And so I'm like trying to figure out how like reliable I can be, how reliably I can like turn stuff in and things like that, if that makes sense. But at the same time, I am already job hunting, so. A bop? The 1930s calling, they want the words back. A bop? Bop is a word now. Everyone say bop is a word. Bop is such a word that people say, I think, maybe. Okay, yeah. What is Huntober? That is a really great question. So, like I said, most of us here are part of the 100 Devs cohort, which is a free full stack JavaScript bootcamp and agency. Huntober is October, but it is just like, it is the job hunt in October. So this month, or rather I should say September, going hard preparing for the hunt. October, going hard at the hunt. So we are getting jobs in software engineering. That is what Huntober is. Song is a bop. It's a bop for sure. Love it. Bop is a word now. I did not make bop a word, okay? When we go hunting for jobs, we go hard. Okay. Chintzy bringing back 90s fashion, 30s lingos, Grumbles a millennial. Technically, I'm like half and half. I feel like I'm a zillennial. Not that it like... It's all relative. It's all relative. Hi, Dan. Okay. So like I said, we're talking about the job hunt, and we're talking about Leon's VOD, exclamation point, hunt, or haunt, if you're me and you can't talk. If you want to see like the VOD we're referencing. I literally am just like going to be talking about the things I was thinking when Leon brought certain things up. I'm born. Thanks, Dakota. That's nice of you. Hi, Peter. Long time no see. Okay. Let's all take a deep breath, because maybe we're stressed about this coming up. Maybe we're just fucking stressed anyway, and we just, and yeah, and maybe we just are, and that's fine, and it's fine. It's not really fine, but we're pretending it is because society. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, so in the beginning of Leon's VOD, they talked about how, first of all, you can do this, right? And I was like, yes. So let me contextualize this. In this cohort number 2 of 100 devs is called Huntober. In my cohort, it was called Mega Month Summer. Now, we're throwing it way back. We're throwing it back to, I think it was like April 2021. That is when we were getting ready for the hunt. Now, we had already covered backend. We were still covering backend, and I had gotten front end, and then I stopped doing the homework because I got depressed. And then once it got to backend, I was just completely lost. I did not understand what was happening, and I just didn't get it. We started our group projects, and I joined. I remember being there with everyone, and everyone was like, yeah, so I was thinking we could do this and this and this, and Tailwind and the Mongo, and then Roots, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know what's happening. Yo girl, like, legitimately had a mental breakdown. Like, we had the meeting, and I was like, and we hung up, and I cried for like an hour, because I was like, I don't even know what we're doing, and I don't want to be that person in the group that holds everyone back because I don't know what we're doing. Okay? Crying is good for the soul. So we'll do some TypeScript today? Nah, today's just talking about the job hunt. You do a sleep study blackboard? Nice. What does the rest of my shirt say? Here you go. I know it's like sideways. There you go. This is good. This is me like straining my hamstring, so that's cool. Okay. That was you doing the tail end of your paid boot camp? Yeah. Me too, Twisted. Okay. So, what Leon said last week, Leon's like, you know what, we're going to do a fuck ton of stuff to get ready, and we're going to go hard. Next week, I think it might have been this week, or maybe it was the week after, we're starting a group project. Leon said, join the group project even if you don't understand what's happening. Okay? I want to talk about that. Leon. It's always about Leon right here. What about Rufio? I'm about to talk about Rufio. So there you go. Like I said, mental breakdown when we were doing my group project. I joined all the meetings and I just got like, it was just like a spiral. I was like, I'm so incompetent. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do back end. And I felt bad because I was holding everyone back. And the thing was, all of them were so nice and so understanding. Even knowing, there was no way they could not have known this. Even knowing how like utterly like unable I was to literally do anything, they still were supportive of me. They didn't complain about me or anything. And they had me do something that I was capable of. So the only thing I did in our MVC project was literally write the README. That's all I did. I didn't touch the front end. I didn't touch the back end. And I was depressed and it was great. So the moral of this story is I think I missed out. I missed out because I was thinking, I was holding myself back because I didn't want to hurt other people. I wasn't asking for help, so I wasn't getting any help. If y'all are like, oh my God, I don't want to join this group project. I don't, you know? Like, I don't know how to do anything. Join it. Join the group project. Like, please. Even if you feel like you're totally incompetent and you don't know what you're doing, join it. Because when you have job interviews later, they're going to ask you. I got asked this last Tuesday, for context. What size of teams have you worked with? Like, what was like the team dynamic sort of thing? Like, it's something that you will be asked about. Or maybe you won't. But like, there's a high probability of you being asked about it. So it is really beneficial for you to work in a team. Now, if you're like, I don't know what I can contribute, be upfront. I always advocate for radical, honesty. Be like, hey, I'm not very confident in this. I could maybe do this. Or be like, hey, I think I can maybe approach this. Maybe I can do some HTML, but can I get some help from someone? Communicate, join if you can. If you cannot because of whatever, like that's okay too. But I would make the most of that project and really try and join it. All right. Microdosing joining a full stack team between the group project. Yep. Chances you'll work with people who support you are always high. Yeah, that's good to hear, Blackboard. Just do it. Just join. Even if you literally know nothing, you can only learn from it. And yes, but please don't like shut down. I shut down. Like I totally did. And I didn't actually learn anything from it besides that they were nice and I felt immensely guilty for being such a shitty group partner. Like do your best even if your best sucks. I'm not really doing better, Ivan, but I appreciate the sentiment. Anyway, so those are my thoughts on the group project. Any questions about that? Yeah, the same thoughts, and it led you to a straight crisis center. Really? Woof. How does the group project usually work in the stage? Like, will we be assigned certain tasks? So, Yes. So what happened is we met up and we're like, okay, there was like someone who like took charge and like, hey, I'm comfortable doing this. Does anyone do this? What technology should we do for this? And then we would meet up every once in a while and be like, okay, how's your whatever task that you were assigned doing type thing. You could do agile if you wanted to. I have a whole stream about that from that we learned about agile with Alex 6. What did my team make? Okay, wait a second. I can show you. I can show you the project that I'm showing you. I honestly had no part in, except I did write the README. And that's it. That's literally it. And then I put it on my like GitHub, and people were like, "Hey, can you tell me about this app?" And I was like, "No, I can't. No, I can't because I don't know." Okay, I found it. It took me a little bit, but I found it. So this was what we did. Okay. Is Rufio in here? The roof. Some weeks you work super hard, then you get disheartened because your lack of perceived progress, and then don't work at all in subsequent weeks. Then you feel guilty and the cycle repeats. Maltese, me too. I'm like, I got this. I was watching our 12-hour stream that we did in May, and Rufio there was like, oh my God, we're going to get a job. My God, we're fantastic. And I was like, oh my God, where's all that energy right now? Why is she so happy? Anyway, so my point is, me too. Because then I was like, and now I'm like, wow, I did get out of bed today. Thank you, So, like, be nice to yourself, but it is rough. I'm sorry about that. Did I get a job? No. Not yet. I contributed, so don't be so hard on myself. And it's easy to say and harder to be like, oh, yeah, I did contribute. I shouldn't be hard on myself. And then you be hard on yourself anyway because, the brain, But yes, yeah. Why don't you tell me about the app and I'll tell you if you're correct. Power move. Hi, knowledgeable. Try to push much harder than the 2 to 3 hours Leon recommends because it doesn't feel like those are enough to get you a job. What type of tech job it might... Also, hi! Y'all, we rated Ryan just last time. It was nice to hang out with you for a little bit. Did I apply for tomorrow? No. What am I applying for? Front end, back end, full stack, software engineering, or developer jobs. Okay. So, Leon also says, and if you're wondering why I'm saying Leon so much, is because I'm literally I'm referencing Leon's video and going through what they brought up in it. So, they talk about how there are 2 points in the learning to code journey that are the toughest. One is the first day when you're like, oh my God, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to have a slide at work. My God. And then there's the next day and it just kind of hits and you're like, this is hard. Or the first week. And then the second is right now. And y'all have probably seen it. If you haven't, it's the beginning of how the tech journey goes. You're up there and then you go down to the Trough of Sorrow and then there are wiggles of false hope and then you go even lower and then it starts going up again. Okay. The Trough of Sorrow is such a mood. It really is. I have been job hunting officially since January. It has been 8 months. I have been in the Trough of Sorrow the whole time. And not only that, but also the whole year before. So the Trough of Sorrow sucks. It really does. I've had the wiggles of false hope and they have indeed been false. Unfortunately, it sucks. We can acknowledge that. Hey, Bull, we're just talking about the hunt and getting there. She likes having a slide at the office. Where can we get the image of the Trough of Sorrow? I don't know, actually. I'm now a comedian coder. I was always a comedian coder. You see, I'm like wildly depressed and I just deflect that with humor. It's actually true, but it's fine. Life is a Trough. Sorry, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So, I would say, we laugh so we don't try it. True. You miss the hunt at all. You treat that crap like a full-time job and it worked, but it was super stressful. So, I want to say, don't expect to be through the trough of sorrow fast. Unfortunately, if that statement proves wrong for you, bless. I'm so happy. But don't be like, my God, like, when is this going to happen? Be patient. It sucks. It will take a while probably, unless it doesn't, in which case, good for you, Maybe the job strategy could be full stack, but shoot for front end, back end, full stack. Yep. No, that's what I do. Okay. Let me see what I haven't covered so far. So people will give up as they get to the hunt. And Leon talks about how you shouldn't do that because it is only a little while longer until you make it, right? One thing that I thought was really interesting that they said is always let someone take you out of the game. You'll be dragged kicking and screaming out of the career, but you want to keep showing up. Okay? Hey, Devil, thanks for the follow. Story time. I had a job interview last Tuesday. It went relatively well, honestly. But at the end of it, I was asking questions about the team. And I was like, yo, like, blah, 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 mentorship opportunities? And they were like, blah, 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 yes. And I was like, well, I'm really glad to hear that because as a junior developer, like, it's really important that I have that sort of, like, structure and, like, and whatnot in my job. And the hiring manager was like, so, I think that's really interesting that you call yourself a junior developer. Why do you say that? And I was like, oh my God, I fucked up. I shouldn't have. I ratted on myself. Just like start like freaking out in my brain. And so I was like, well, so the thing is, like, and I started like trying to qualify it. I was like, this is how much this is how I define a junior developer, blah, 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 blah. And I don't want to, like, what is the word? There was a word. Words are hard. I don't want people to expect I'm something I'm not, so I'm very honest with what skill level I am. And then I went into how I grew up and I didn't want to disappoint people. And I think I saved it. But the point is I ratted on myself. I was already taking myself out of the game there. And I didn't need to. They were willing to, like, the rest of the interview had gone well. They're willing to give me a chance. And I was ratting on myself. Don't rat on yourself. Additionally, along the line of like, don't let someone else take you out of the game. I've gotten lots of recruiters who have been reaching out to me, and first of all, it's just like it really irritates me because they'll be like, oh my God, I totally saw your profile and it was like totally amazing, and I just think you will be perfect for the senior dev position. And I'm like, bruh, you didn't even fucking read my profile. You didn't. Hey Ryan, thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. And so I'm very guilty of this multiple times. Been like, hey, so just so you know, my skill level aligns more with junior, but I'm happy to talk about the role with you if that's okay with you, or if you're like chill with that. If not, that's fine. I just wanted you to know that. And sometimes they're like, oh yeah, it's totally fine. And we keep talking anyway. And sometimes they're like, oh, thank you for letting me know. Have a good life. And like, I think this is both like good and bad. Bad because I won't get those opportunities. Good because I'm kind of sticking to my moral me where I don't want to like pretend I'm something I'm not type thing. But that is technically also ratting about yourself. That is taking yourself out of the game before they do it to you. Okay, let me see what we're saying. Call yourself student developer? Interesting. Junior developer? I said June is before November. Not wrong. Are there mentorship opportunities? I mean, for me to be a mentor. Power play. If they're already interviewing you, you doubt their opinion is going to change whether you label yourself junior or not. No, actually. So one of the reasons why I do tell people, I'm like, hey, just so you know, I'm not a senior, is because I've gotten into interviews where, like, I didn't realize it, but about mid-interview, they're like, wait a second, you have 2 years of experience? And then later they reject me and they're like, well, so we were looking for mid-level. I'm like, you know? Quicksandish, tar, pretty, fly, trappy, trough, pretty hard to get out. One leg goes up, the other leg stays very planted in that trough. Yeah. Talk about the data lake. You keep getting, hey, you're amazing for this position. I see your skills and think you're a perfect fit for the senior Java position. Like, JavaScript and Java are not the same thing. It's so frustrating. You're like, just please read it. Like, I know you don't know what coding is, but like, I'm not lying on my profile, bro. You know? Oh man, you start working as a dev? That's great. Congrats. See you, Ryan. Thanks for hanging out. Interviews, honestly, all luck. I don't think it's all luck, but I think there's a tiny element of that, but not quite. A lead code a day keeps unemployment away. Yeah, unless that's just a lot for you. Well, if they're careless enough to let a junior interview for a senior position, they're careless enough to be tricked into hiring you for it. These are all good. Like, the advice is don't rat on yourself. Do I do that? Absolutely. Should you? Well, everyone in the chat's saying what they think. And I did 1 year boot camp, got a job after 2. Congrats. Take a few months senior salary before they work it out. Okay. So, Leon says, y'all, 60 jobs. You gotta apply to 60 jobs. And not just apply to 60 jobs, but network your way in. So, we actually did this on my channel. If you go to my YouTube, I think you can do ! YouTube. I'm not sure, honestly. I probably should know that. But I have like a whole playlist where we talk about the job hunt because I went hard in like May and June. So, see, it does work. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah, okay. So I started this. You can see me work through it. I counted how many places. Okay, you know what? I love saying fragmented sentences. We're going to look at my hit list. Okay? Okay. All right. How do you keep relationships with people you network so they don't forget about you when a job opens up on their end? So this is not something I have done. This is something I should have been doing. But what I would say is once you have a coffee chat with them, send like a thank you letter and then put in your Google Calendar or whatever calendar software you use or planner, whatever you use, follow up with this person in like 2 months or 1 month. And then just be like, hey, what's up? I've had people do that to me where like we're friends on LinkedIn now and they're like, hey, what's up? You know, and then we'll talk a little bit more and it keeps the relationship alive. Am I working now? No. All right. Looks like we're watching a parrot video before we look at the hit list. Okay. Hey, Dan showed me this one today. Hold up. Let me pause the music and we'll share the stream, the screen, this. Hello? I don't think it has sound. But I could use for masks. Borbs. That was great. Try this one. The comments are great. Okay. It's a parrotlet. Hello? Do it. This type of parrot has a lot of like personality in its little body. Like very, very lots of emotion parrot. I love it. It's like, I'm not going to do it by myself. You bathe me, slave. Oh my god. Okay. This is my hit list. The hit list is basically a list you make. So what we've been doing is, or what we have done, is we have gone to AngelList or LinkedIn or some other job site, found a job listing, gone to LinkedIn, found someone there, messaged them, been like, sup, tell them about your experience, yo. And that is how this is all filled out. So these are all the companies I've either reached out to or meant to, in the case of these ones that are black. Okay? So there's a big amount that knows. Okay? And then I have a key. But I think I counted the ones I've had actual interviews with. So the blue ones is I've contacted them, and then anything beyond the blue was pink means that I was rejected. But anything beyond the blue is like I had either like an interview or I got rejected or something like that. Okay? There are a lot of oh, you can't even see it. Can you see it? Oh my god, Rufio. Okay, let me scroll through again. There you go. Okay? I reached out to a lot of places and a lot of them never got back to me. Some of them did. Some of the times that did lead to referral. Some of the times that did lead to connections. Okay? Out of all of those, I got about, and this is including an initial interview with a recruiter, 17 to 20 interviews, I think I counted. And then I think it was like 5 to 10 like actual interviews beyond the recruiter. So like it works in the way that it does get you there. I hear a lot of people just apply to like a fuck ton of places and they never hear back. I have had a decent amount of interviews and I really like I haven't actually applied. I applied to one of these places, maybe two. Okay? So that's the hit list. If you go hard, I think it will work out for you. It can be difficult to do though. Let me see what y'all are saying. The music is perfect, as in you can't hear it. I stopped the music, or was it loudish or not loud at all before? How's it now? I'm about to give up on the music, honestly. I swear I tested it before. Do they require a CS degree for internships? Nope. First time catching me live? Well, welcome, Daddy. Are those interviews remote? Every interview has been remote. There's music? I swear I tested this before, but yes, there is music. How about now? I only moved it a little bit, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's literally no change. Hey, Wink Wink, Ramen, Buru, thank you for the follows. Also, Devil. Okay. So, there you go. That is my hit list. Let's get back to the little list. Hi, looking. What's up? Wink, you just finished a boot camp, never worked in tech before. You think you can get a job or should learn more before applying? Nope. So caveat to that. Totally apply, but also don't apply. Network your way in. But I think you know enough right now. You're on the board? Probably. Are there certain attributes I'm looking for in a company for them to make the list? I just look through like the list and see, could I like swing that? Like, does it have some of the technologies I know? Is it about like 0 to 3 years? Things like that. And then also I'll reach out to them, or I don't reach out to them if I can't find a way to, because sometimes people just don't have like any connections there, and that's messed up. Can I give my more context in my shirt text? Wait, looking, you probably haven't. I can stand up again. Okay, wait a second. There you go. I knew I was going to exercise today like this. It's like a freaking squat. Hold the squat. So I got this shirt when I was volunteering at a women's crisis center. I don't know if you want more context than that, but... Yo. Coding Garden? Thank you for the raid. 209. That's fucking wild. Welcome. Welcome. Everyone say welcome to Coding Garden friends. What were y'all working on today? It's a party now. Hi, Enzo. Okay. Got a drink. And an eye drop. You're teaching TypeScript React, then you talked about application state in general. Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh. Y'all check Coding Garden out. If you haven't, give them a follow. We appreciate the raid. We've been doing some TypeScript and a tiny bit of React. It didn't go very well. The React didn't go very well, but we did a little bit of those. So for those of you who just joined, we are talking about the hunt. Y'all know the 100 devs or no? I feel like I recognize you, Coding Garden. So maybe. Okay, we're stretching. This is my burly stretch. I'm Rufio. Got an unofficial 100 devs raid after their call earlier. Ooh. Well, so I am a streamer on the stream team for the 100 devs. And today we are talking about, and then for those of you who like legitimately don't know, it's a free JavaScript bootcamp. You can do ! 100 devs, ! Discord if you want more info about that. We are going through the teacher Leon's VOD from last Tuesday where they talk about getting ready for the job hunt. I was in the first cohort of 100 devs. I've been job searching for actually this whole year. And so I was just giving my little take on what was said in that VOD, in my experience. Okay, I will do the eye drops. I just gotta find them on my cluttered desk. Do I have my pockets? Hello? Watch me not have any. I swear to God I put one in my pocket. I did. Alright. Thank you again for the raid, Coding Garden. Have a good rest of your day, night, whatever it is for you. We appreciate you. Okay. I said okay, but I wasn't actually done. There you go. How about that? Okay. Working on Unity C#, just released a game demo. Ooh, what's it called? The eyes are saved. So many folks. Yeah, we just got a raid from Coding Garden. Glyphstone. Ooh. Do you have any recommendations for being more organized? Dan? It's a Dan moment. Okay, so I actually, yes. Last week, Dan Can Code showed me Obsidian. Y'all know Obsidian? I can't remember all the things about it, but it basically is like a shows how your different notes connect to different things application. And this is what it looks like. Hold up. Let me pull that up for you. That's actually what I'm looking at my notes on. Okay. So this is Obsidian. These are all notes I've taken, and this is how they connect. They connect via tags or links, and there are different sorts of people. So like people here, there are kanbans, there are days, there are hashtags, like, you know, various things, different technologies, etc. That is this. So I have just a bunch of different things. So anything related to 100 devs I have here, anything about companies. In this folder, I put what I know about the companies if we have like an interview or something like that. So this is all from my interviews or talks with recruiters about Fidelity, for example. I have a daily Kanbans. We learned Agile, I think, was it last week or the week before, with Alex 6. And so you can see those like, you know, I did a lot today, but not this day. So much, all the days. So I do Kanbans to keep me like what I need to do for the day because I like checking things off. Images, I keep files on people in case there are things I need to remember. Anything personal like medications, anything related to the stream, templates, things I want to repeat, the job hunt, etc. This is Obsidian. It is customizable. It is local, etc. That is what I use. Oh my god, we got another raid. Maddie, thank you for the raid. I'm sorry I didn't see it till now. Sometimes I get focused and then it never pays off for me. Don't be focused. What were y'all doing today? Welcome. Oh, was this 3 seconds ago? That's glad to hear. I know how to say words. Y'all check Maddie out. What were y'all working on? We were just barely showing Obsidian, so that's how I keep track of stuff, but we are talking about the job hunt for software engineering. We are part of 100 Devs, which is a free full-stack JavaScript bootcamp and agency, and they're just about to go into the job hunt, prepping right now. And so we're going through their teacher, Leon's lecture from last week about it, and I'm putting in my experiences because I've been on the job hunt for like 8 months, so. Office hours, Coding Garden, Rufio, full circle. Nice. I'm the coach. I don't know. We quadrupled in numbers. We really did. Kanbans are the Kazakhstan Kardashian clones. That's clear. Yep, I can say words so well. Much good words English, yeah. Sometimes I get flustered because my brain is fucked up right now, so that's good. I'm not funny. Sorry, I had something in my eye. Words are hard. Oh, I like that. Well, thank you again for the raid, Maddie. But, like, did you say what you had been doing today? I didn't see. Thank y'all for the follows. I appreciate it. What's up, Pharaoh? Did you get your postcard yet? Okay. So, Obsidian if y'all want like an Obsidian tutorial, I mean, I learned about it from Dan. It's just not that hard to set up, but if you want, we can do that. 46 SQL exercises? 46? How long were you streaming? What is my networking strategy? Okay, wait a second. You just got in the mail. It's super cool. May you share it? Yeah, it's yours now. Once you share it, I share it. Bugged me? No, not bugged. You tried. You only got through 16. Still, I sometimes get through one coding challenge a stream, and I stream for like 4 hours. So, okay, what is my networking strategy? So I do what is suggested in 100 devs. Find a job listing. Then we find people who work at that company. I often go to LinkedIn, see the people who are there, try and find recruiters, try and find either senior devs or hiring managers, or if none of that, just devs, message them, or like I send them a connection request, and then I attach a note, and I'm like, sup, I saw you worked at this company, that's tight, would love to hear more about like, or like be like, I'm also looking to work here, I would love to hear about your experience here. And most of the time they're like, sure, you know? So that's how I network. I also network by streaming, but like that's beside the point. That's exactly what you do, but does it lead to referrals? I think I've gotten like 2 referrals out of that, so not a ton. I'm trying to think, but I have gotten a lot of times I haven't gotten referrals, but I've still gotten interviews. Am I ever able to maintain those friendships? I feel called out. Thank you. No. So, sort of. It's a trick question because I am like super depressed and only have like this much energy, and then like I'll use it on like reaching out to people, and then like, you know, so like it takes more energy to keep reaching out to them. I think you can just be like, hey, what's up, friend? Reference about the thing that we talked about, you know. But also, if your brain sucks, then that's, yeah, it's Is addressing the abuser and the victim? No, it's just the abuser, actually. So it's like what the abuser says and like how that's fucked up, and this is what like statements of what should be said instead, or important statements, essentially. You have a good portfolio but no work history. How does that tend to work out for people? It's worked out for me. I mean, I don't have a job yet, but it's worked out for me. I got a baby job a couple months ago. How I got that job was I met someone at a, what's it called? Women in Tech meetup. And I was like, I'm looking for a job. She's like, cool, we should keep in touch. And then she's like, hey, I just talked to this company and they're looking for a senior Ruby dev. And I was like, my God, I'm not a senior Ruby dev. She's like, you should reach out to this person. I reached out to that person. I talked to them. I got a baby job. Networking. Keyword yet true. I think the top 2 misconceptions are rape culture, and the last one is just a rude thing to say to anyone. You're not wrong. Okay. So, let me find my notes again since I lost them since I was showing you my Obsidian. Hello. Notes. Hello. It's me. Okay. Okay. So, it says, it doesn't say that. It says, how can I help? Oh, wait a second. Yeah, it says, It's not my problem. You cross it out and say, how can I help? Okay. That's totally fine, Maddie. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Y'all, again, please make sure you check Maddie out. Give them a follow. Sleep well. No one is dumb here. Okay. So another thing, the VOD where... God, I can say words. The VOD we are referencing is !hunt. Where, like, I'm literally just going through and writing the things I was thinking about. You've been tinkering with Obsidian since the raid. Seems dope. You think a tutorial would be nice. Oh, okay. Well, good to know. Maybe we'll do that. Okay. So, we're about to go into Huntober, where we go hard for job hunting in October. And to get there, you gotta fit a lot of qualifications, and it's hard. Instead of giving up, Leon says, lean on the community. So what does leaning... Hi, Dan. Other Dan. We have another Dan here. What does leaning on the community mean? Context again. When I was first starting to learn to stream, or I was in the first cohort of 100 devs, I went to class. I half-assed the homework, which means I did maybe half of it, if that, and that was about it. I would kind of bop around the Discord, which !point Discord if you want to see that. I'd bop around the Discord and not really say anything. Sometimes I'd reach out, but not really. I didn't get anyone to help me because I wasn't, networking within the community. One thing I have learned from streaming is that there are so many people that want to help you. It's wild. I don't get it, but it's really nice, and a bunch of them are here. Y'all have been so supportive. It's just wild. I don't even know how to process it. The community is literally there for you. There to be yeah, fuck yeah, we got it. If y'all want to tap into some senior devs, we got a bunch that hang out here. You can be sup senior devs in the chat and be I need some help. Do that. Or just, do it within the 100 devs community. Whatever works for you. But absolutely lean on the community. Because when you don't understand something and you don't talk to anyone about it, you don't learn. You're not going to really progress. It's not embarrassing, or it shouldn't be embarrassing to be I don't even know what I'm doing, because that's what I do all the time. It's not a bad thing. It's just part of coding. Reach out to people. People are literally there to help. There is no way I would be at the level I am of coding, which, it's not crazy high, but it is way higher than it was when I was starting. No way I would be this level without everyone here helping me in stream. Now, maybe you don't stream. You don't need to. You can reach out via Discord, etc., whatever way you can, but make sure you lean on others for help. Make sure you ask for help. And if you're able to, do the hunt with other people. Find a buddy. Check in with them. Be oh, you know what? XYZ happened about this. And they'll be oh yeah, that's nice. I applied to Q9 company, if you have someone who's accountable with you and you're kind of you're just buddies, works out better for you. Guess who didn't? Guess who hasn't actually for this year? It's me. It's me. Okay, wait a second. Let me see what we are saying up in here. !point Bob. Hey, mine. Thanks for dropping in. You need to install Obsidian just to organize all the people who wanted to help. You're terrible, but you'll help. Nobody is terrible. And one thing that's crazy is if you're okay, I don't even have the coding level necessary to help other people with coding. I got a story for you because I've got a lot of those apparently. I've been streaming, right, for almost a year now. And I've never felt really confident in coding. when I became a streamer for 100 devs, people would drop in the chat and be like, my God, you've helped me so much. And like Rufio's brain went, and like stopped. And I was like, what? Wait a second. Wait. You know, I can't help people. I don't know enough to help people. That is like, I literally cannot help people. The thing is, I also can't tell people what and what is not true about themselves. So when people say that you help them, believe them. You can help even if you feel like you can't. I still don't feel like I can help. Like, I really don't. I'm not that confident in my abilities. But people have told me I have. You can too. No matter what your level is. It doesn't even have to be about coding. It could just be like moral support or accountability. Whatever. You know, we all have strengths. Yeah, hit Blackboard up. Blackboard is a senior dev. If you need help, hit Blackboard up. Helping other people helps you too. It's spaced repetition. True. Am I going to ask for help? I get a lot of help in stream already. Helping others is also a great way to learn. It helps you know what to do, to look for in the future if you come across a similar problem. True. Mutually beneficial. Symbiotic relationship. Are the 10 premium apps Leon's talking about the curated apps that focus on the company you're trying to apply to? Yes. Exclamation point. Bob is in the command. Feels like it should be. What should it lead to? You love that shirt? Thank you. I'm glad. Me too. Have all the good stories. Stop being so nice to me. You can help at all levels no matter where you're on your journey. You have value. True. True. Here's another one. You consider yourself a low-level beginner, yet you help whoever you can who's just starting. There you go. Born, you can't help? That's not true? Yeah, you're right. That isn't true. You totally can. You totally have. You've helped me with my resume. Your green squares would be sad if I didn't teach you GitHub tricks. I'm glad to hear that. If you ever need SQL help, Maddie's always happy. There you go. You know, we should make like a spreadsheet of people who are willing to help and what they're willing to help with, and then we can share it on stream. How does that sound? As Leon said, coding is not the only thing needed to land a job. True. We can help each other in many different ways. Oh yeah, I can help, I guess. Yes. Unless you tell someone it's okay to add user tech to inner HTML, then you get the boot. DOS boot. Dun, dun, dun. You're idling on... Wait, what is IRC? I could look it up, but what is it? Most days, just answering programming questions while coding. And let me tell you, you do not need to know much to answer the most basic questions. There you go. Thank you all for the follows. I appreciate it. The point is, everyone here can help. It benefits everyone. Lean on others for help. Everyone is so willing. And if they're not, they'll tell you. And you don't need to take it personally. Like, no one has told me no, first of all. But, like, you know, there are always people who have stuff going on. But there are so many people who are there who are like, yes, me, I do the helping. Me, I do, you know. Okay. Ooh, I totally counted how many times I've been rejected. I've been rejected 19 times. 4 of those times have been past that initial chat with a hiring manager recruiter. I have reached out to 71 different companies, and I've gotten 1 yes from my baby job. So there are some stats from me. Now, what does it mean to be part of Huntober? Again, that means the job hunt going hard, 100 devs in October. They do data structures and algorithms daily. Do resume and portfolio outreach. You need to do the homework. You need to network. What else? You need to build your hit list. You need to push something every day. learn more, do the checklist, do a freelance project or open source, do an MVP project, do some premium apps. Okay. Now everyone is like I saw everyone after it. They were like, what? What? You know, like, Mom, you know. It is overwhelming. Huntober is, so most of the people here talks are from the 100 Devs free online full stack JavaScript bootcamp. You can do ! 100 devs for more info. Join the Discord at ! Discord. Huntober means in October, the people in 100 devs are going hard and working to get a job. That's what that is. What is a baby job? You've never heard that term before. So I call my baby job, like it was like 10 hours a week max sort of thing. And it was like a contract job. So it wasn't even part-time. That's why I called it a baby job. Who sent you here? The gods. Psst. We're the gods. That's a Rufio coin phrase. You're not wrong. Contraction of the hunt for Red October and lol. Okay. So, we just listed all the things that you need to qualify or do for Huntober. Everyone, it seems, is really overwhelmed. And understandably so. Understandably so. Wait a second. Let me pause that so I can answer Axel's thing. What do you think about IT certifications just for a beginner in IT? You'd like to start as a desk helper and gaining experience, maybe working as a security administrator, something like that. What I've heard is certifications aren't actually that helpful in the field, but I'm software engineering, not IT. I'm not sure if it's different. Is anyone here IT? Does anyone know the answer to that question? Okay. So, we're talking about being overwhelmed with all the things that you have to do. First of all, I just want to say, yes, that is a lot. That is a lot that you have to do. Wow. You know, wow. And I also want to add that a lot of you will just fucking pull through and do it. Some of you do not have that privilege. When I started, or when I had like my Huntober, it was called Mega Month Summer. There were all these things I had to do, and I didn't know how to do backend, and I hadn't been doing the homework, and I was super depressed. There was no way I could have joined. I tried to. I didn't, but I tried to. If you know that you have circumstances that are going to hold you back, that is okay. Be kind to yourself. Some things are beyond your control. Whatever those circumstances are. If you can, do your best to try and qualify for Huntober. But if you can't, it's okay. Brains are brains, you know? Circumstances. Things like that. For you, it's mostly getting the 60 connections. You have 5 at the moment. I mean, I'm happy to work through that with you, or we could try doing it on stream for one of you. That's something we could totally do. It's not that hard once you get into it, I guess. Where's my beard? I keep it in the closet. Okay. So, like I said, I didn't do my Huntober. And I didn't get a job. I didn't, because I wasn't ready. I didn't go hard. I didn't have the capability of going hard. I started looking for a job when everyone went hard in about September. I went hard in January. So by that time, I didn't have anyone doing it with me. I was kind of alone, and I didn't have that sort of robust structure to help me. So if you can, try and join Huntober. Try and get a buddy. If you can't, it's okay. Hopefully it'll all work out anyways. I can't say that it will because it hasn't quite yet for me, but I think we're getting there. Okay. Let me see. What else? Ever had blonde hair? Rufio was born with blonde hair. Then it faded. You know, my family still considers me blonde because I was born blonde. But people who meet me as whatever color this is say I have brown hair, so dark Rufio. So, what about a tan? No. I've never cared about stuff like that. Do you have any questions? I just really wanted to say that last part. Go hard if you can, but again, some of us just don't have that privilege. If you're depressed, that's the only one I can really speak to. We'll just use that as an example on this point. I felt immensely guilty for not getting all my homework done, for not doing this, for not following this, for not keeping up with this. And the thing is, the guilt just fucking spirals you. You know? It doesn't help anything, you just spiral. So, I mean, it's easier said than done to be like, just stop feeling that way, right? But do your best to be like, you know what, this is hard, like, because it is. The job hunt is so hard. I've been doing it for 8 months. It is so hard. It is mentally taxing. You go up and down. You're like, oh, I think I got one. And then you haven't, you know? It is hard. And it's okay to acknowledge that. And it's okay to go your own pace. Have I ever been transparent? Bioluminescent? This is just a rock covered in bioluminescent algae. Why do I want to be a developer? Because of the lifestyle. Because it pays well, because it has good work-life balance, because it has good job prospects, things like that. Nonchalant says you've had to slow down and focus on only one thing a day. Major overall improvement. That's good. If possible, you would highly recommend getting therapy and medication. Going through depression raw is rough. I don't know if we're talking to me in particular. Yes, that is really great advice. For me, I actually am. But yes, absolutely. Almost finished with your code challenge article? That's great. Ooh, that is a really, really great point. One thing, the things that have made a really big difference for me in the job hunt are a couple of these things. One, be visible. Be visible somewhere. No one knew who I was until about March this year, and that's because I was streaming. I put myself out there like, I don't know how many hours a week, like 5 to 10 hours a week, just being like me, being coding, doing the things in front of the coding people, you know? And so people know who I am. And when people know who you are, they're more likely to be like, hey, we'll help you with this job thing. Hey, have you heard about this? Because people can't really help you if they don't know you, if they don't know who you are. So however you can, however you're comfortable with it, make yourself visible. Post on LinkedIn every day. Post articles on Hashnode or dev.to or Medium or whatever. Post on Twitter every day. Stream. You know, whatever. Like, be super active on different Discords. Go to meetups. Be someone that people can see. And I know that not everyone is super comfortable with that, so do it as is comfortable to you. But it really helps. You gotta have a presence, exactly. It's such a thing. It really is. Have a web presence or just like a presence in the field, you know? You're watching this thing on chronic fatigue syndrome and you thought of Rufio. Wait a second, what is that? Fatigue syndrome. Interesting. I'll have to look at that. So it also relates to having a coding buddy. When people tag you on stuff you're working on, you always get new connections. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, have someone. I had some people who I was accountability buddies with, and we would check in a couple times, like one of them it was like every day, one of them it was like every week or a month or something, and I think that was helpful, but also I wasn't super consistent. So. Can we talk about anything other than coding for a change? I mean, we actually do cover a lot of other things, but I want to cover the hunt as much as possible, but if y'all have any other questions as well, I'm down. Mental health related, I don't know, general life related, I don't know. Networking is the single most important thing when it comes to your career. Making friends and working on interesting things helps you way more than keeping your resume up to date. Accountability buddies. Oh, I love it. What if we do like hashtag accountability buddy? Yes. Is the NPM JS website down for anyone else? I haven't checked. I haven't watched House of the Dragon either. There was something else I was gonna say along with web presence. Oh, there are some skills that like recruiters just fucking love. They love them. So we did a co-stream with Peter, who's here in chat actually, and they help teach like intro to TypeScript. You can find it on the YouTube exclamation point YouTube under co-streams. They went through TypeScript with us, and then after that I put TypeScript on my LinkedIn. Immediately I had like 2 recruiters being like, hey, I heard you know TypeScript. Do you know the TypeScript? Do you want to do the interview for the TypeScript? TypeScript. Interview for the TypeScript. Like immediately. Another thing, React. Another thing, Agile. We also did a stream with Agile with Alex6. You can also find that in the co-stream playlist in the YouTube. For TypeScript and for Agile at least, you can literally watch those videos, take notes, add them to your Anki, study them a little bit, put it on your LinkedIn. You got it. You just got 2 skills that recruiters are wild about. Recruiters don't want you to know these 10 valuable skills to help you get a job. Hey kid, wanna buy some TypeScript? What about test-driven development? You know, I haven't actually put it on my resume yet, or my LinkedIn. I should do that. I'm sure it would as well, actually. You weren't looking at your monitor and I jump scared you. Surprise, shawty! You knew TypeScript was magic. Rufio's TypeScript recruiters everything. That's me. Wonder if you mention you know C++, they'll run away with thinking you're a freak. Nah. I think some of the things I think you only actually need a little bit of knowledge about. Some of the things, like if you do know them, like C++, yeah, put it on your thing. Chronic fatigue syndrome is not very well understood, but it's one of the points they're talking about because it's linked with depression. Because you get this fatigue and then you can't do anything, then you get depressed, and it's like this weird cycle of badness. Me. Someone say TypeScript and Agile? You're just not 100% sure how to publicize that fact because selling yourself is your #1 weakness. Me too. So, something that I got from Mindwolf stream, Mindwolf's here in chat with us, or was, Mindwolf said to ask someone about your strengths. Go to a friend or family and be like, sup, yo, like, tell me about how fantastic I am, you know? And you can like contextualize it with like, I need to know this for a job, something. Because sometimes you can't say nice things about yourself, but other people do see them. We actually did a stream on that as well, where we had 2 people come up here, Ivan and Peter, and we learned about them, and we got like valuable like skills from that and be like, so people can say, you know what, I'm like really reliable because of this and this and this, you know? Tap into other people who know you or don't, who can talk to you about it. Is knowing PHP important? I don't think so. I don't know PHP. I do think, I mean, any of these skills would benefit you, I think, but yeah. Alexander 6 streams about PHP. Yep. Check out Alex's channel for sure about that. Mine is cool. That was a super dope stream. Well, I liked it too. The most important thing is to have people remember your name. And another thing is try and have your usernames everywhere kind of like be the same. So I'm Hello It's Rufio everywhere. You look up Hello Rufio on Twitter, it's me. You look up Hello It's Rufio on Twitch, it's me. You look Hello It's Rufio on YouTube, it's me. You know, like make sure that's consistent. And I mean, do make a brand for yourself a little bit. That has to do with like the web presence, right? I'm Rufio on Twitter. Yeah. Yep. I changed my name to Rufio there. You're just split between gaming and everything else. What is the best way to earn money off freelance game deving? I don't know. Does anyone know the answer to that question? I don't do game dev. So is this the real Helps Rufio? Yeah, I'm a little shook because I was at therapy and then I like broke down and was sobbing because you know how I do. Depression is the best. And my therapist was like, you know, there's one good thing about you being so fucking like in the dumps. Your mask came off. And I was like, my mask? And she's like, yeah, I mean this in the nicest way, but you kind of had a bit of a narcissistic mask on, and now I can see like who you are a little bit more with nuance because you're not like hiding and trying to be defensive. And I was like, oh my god. And so I'm still processing that, honestly. Not that that's related to anything, I just wanted to say that to someone. Also, hi, I'm new here, what's my job? So I don't actually have one yet. We're going on the job hunt though. I'm Rufio. I'm a streamer for the 100 Devs Bootcamp, which is a free full-stack JavaScript bootcamp. And you can find it if you do ! 100 Devs, ! Discord to join the Discord. In October, the people in the cohort are going on the hunt hard, and so that's what we're talking about tonight. For anyone with more questions about my shirt and how I can help survivors, it's a good resource. Yes, thank you so much for putting that in the chat, Blackboard. I really appreciate that. You assume having a solid portfolio without showing your processes regarding your fields and applying directly to some company contracts. So what 100 Dev says is never apply. Always like try and get a referral or network your way in. So the interviews I've gotten is because I've reached out to people in the company or recruiters have reached out to me. I've applied to, I think, 2 places. I've had like 17 interviews or 17 rejections or something like that. Different. Mike! Wait a second. What would it be in Paiute? Hello, it's Rufio. Mike! Nuninian Rufio. Speaking of fatigue and depression, since you can't afford therapy and pills, you've been experimenting with licorice root. I haven't heard anything about licorice root. Interesting. High energy with depression is better than low energy with depression. I mean, I'm not advocating for anything, but I've heard microdosing on shrooms works. I haven't done that, but like if you can't afford it, there might be some ways to like help yourself. Depression comes to remove some traits in your personality that put us in trouble. Interesting. Wait, polyglot stream, yo. Placebo is awesome for people it can help. You were raised using natural and homeopathic medicine, and you felt it was neglected from your parents. So you've got more of an opposite placebo effect. Psychedelics not included. Does anyone know if there are like free like therapy resources anywhere? If you do, please drop them in the chat. Like mental health, bruh. I'm fortunate to be in the position where I'm still on my parents' insurance and they're willing to help me pay for that. But I know a lot of people don't have that privilege. Hey, Sai, what's up? No, watch another parrot video? Okay, what are we watching? This isn't a parrot video. This isn't a parrot video. It's not Redeem a Video Born. It's Redeem a Parrot video. Sometimes local therapy groups. You can also check the NAMI website. Sometimes communities of faith have connections. There you go. Microdosing shrooms also helps create and strengthen neural pathways in the brain. Very popular amongst developers to improve logical thinking. Born is not a parrot video. It says a parrot video, but I will watch it later. Okay. Other questions? Yeah, no fighting in chat. Depending on college union, you can get free services counseling for students out there. Otherwise, you have to search around your local area. +1 for psychedelics, please. Sure. The job hunt is hard. It really is. And I'm hoping that I'm on the tail end of that. But if I haven't gotten a job... You redeemed it again, Born? Is it a parrot video then? If I haven't gotten a job soon, then I will totally join in Huntober with y'all. Do I still hate Tailwind? No, I don't have particular feelings about it anymore. I don't have enough energy to have strong feelings about any tech, honestly. Because it's not really related to mental health or anything, but you do like reading a lot of self-help guides and philosophical stuff that helps you refocus on yourself and helps with motivation and perspective. I always zone out when I read those, but I'm glad they're helpful, and maybe it'll be helpful for some of the other people here. Thanks, CS practice. Me too. Do I meh Tailwind then? No, I don't. Feelings are really difficult right now, honestly. Like, just energy. I just don't. Hello, I'm Rufio. I'm super apathetic. It's me. Apathetic Rufio. Trying to rile up the chat. Get those engagement metrics up. Okay. Let me look up really quick some paired video for us to watch. Okay. We love parrots here, for those of you who don't know. Parrots are so great. Dark chocolate or milk chocolate? Dark. Or milk. I can't believe I just said dark. Absolutely milk. Almonds are pretty good. We need a kind of short Birb video. Shirt. Love that. Love my ability to talk.
Frank.
Yeah, you're so rad. Ooh, I've been watching, I think I showed y'all once. Oh, what's this bird's name? It was an African gray, and it's like a preschooler. You have a budgie? Ooh, send pictures. They are social animals. Okay. Bro, what is this parrot's name? I cannot remember. Rufio's brain. ¿Dónde está? ¿Quién sabe? ¿Quién sabe? Yum. Okay. It's not Einstein. It's Apollo. Thank you. I really was thinking that it was Atlas, and I knew that wasn't right. I knew it. Apollo. Oh my god, y'all, just wait. Just fucking wait. Let's see if I can find a good one. Okay. But you can talk, ears, nose, 2 words. Have you looked at Disco the Parakeet? You grew up with a yellow named Amazon? Ooh. They're so good at talking. Okay, let me pause this, and then we can look at this. Wait a second. Oh, that is an advertisement. Thank you. Love that for us. We are not giving this advertisement anything. Disco died? Oh, I didn't know that. Rip Disco. Talented little Birb. Okay. Here we go. Where's the sound? Oh, wait a second.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, may I please speak with Mr. Donald?
Hello?
Shrek.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Hi. Good morning. My name is Victor. Hi.
Hello?
Yeah, yes. Calling for Mr. John.
Paul is just saying beep beep.
Hello, sir.
Hello? Hello?
I love this parrot. Okay. Hit a goldfish that could break dance. Woof, woof, woof. Okay. So that was Disco the parrot. Not Disco. Oh. Apollo the parrot. Who's getting a preschool education, by the way, and can identify glass, purple, red, bell, metal. Holy shit, that was loud. Thank you for the follow. Let me turn that down. Oh, whoa. I drop time again? Okay. Okay, I totally didn't even turn that down in my earphones, so thank you for the follows. Let me turn that down because, wow. Okay. So you're a software engineer and you thought you'd be enjoying doing your job. You don't. You work, wait a second, scroll down. You work 9 hours a day and your salary is $70K a year, so you've been wondering if there's a way to earn money online by freelancing, but some people you know would tell you that you can't get enough money to pay your bills or pills, either one. Freelancing is inconsistent and you have to look for clients 5 hours a day and work 8 hours a day. Is that true? Calling Dan. Dan has their own agency. Yeah, I think what 100dev says is tap into people you know for those projects. Okay, eyelash in my eye. Like ask any friends or family if they need a website or whatever you specialize in, sort of thing, or since you are actually in the field, network within there, see if any of that network needs anything. Itchy nose. Itchy nose. Okay. I don't think I turned on the music. Do we want the music? Could you even hear the music? There you go. I got some advice from like Dan and Blackboard up in here. And Ian. Deal breaker for what? Blackboard hated freelancing. I have done a little bit of freelancing and it's been fine, but I do want a full-time job. Jobs? I don't think anyone cares if you have gray in your beard. Does anyone think that there's that stigma in tech? I hope not. You have to be able to listen to clients so you're a freelancer. True. Ageism is a thing. That's unfortunate. I just don't know why we can't be accepting of everyone. You know what I'm saying? But if you can communicate the value it brings with the company, gray hair, pink hair, no hair, doesn't matter. You know, a guy who totally went gray before 30 and works for Google, so you think it's fine. Because old people come with problems, everyone comes with problems. Everyone has problems. I would say that old people generally come with experience. Judge not by the color of the hair, but by the quality of the code. Sounds like it'd be a book quote. In tech, if you have a gray in your beard, it means you have reached level 80 wizard. I have gray in my hair. I have 2 gray hairs. I'm 24. My mom went gray really early, but also it might be stress. I don't know. Yeah, that's Wildborn. I mean, it's a little bit controversial and cliche, but life is beautiful. I could see that for some people. For other people, it can be pretty fucking rough. I feel like everything I say is biased right now because like I'm super, 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 super influenced by depression right now. Reading a Reddit thread about software engineer in his 50s, he said his recruits hit him up like crazy. Karen says your hair is starting to get gray, but you prefer that over losing it. Older people are relatively slower naturally due to aging, but tend to be more efficient in their problem solving. Wisdom is good to have. Yeah, that's what I would have thought. Work basically doesn't hire anyone of an age that didn't grow up with computers in the home. Should you alphabetically sort your import statements or not? No, I'm not sure. I need to write a Mad Libs book for depression. Not that creative. Not particularly good at writing. In a coding bootcamp at the moment, and some concepts like callback functions or anonymous functions or higher class functions give you quite some trouble, and you wonder whether you're cut out for this. Any tips to calm the storm of doubt? Renovated, I'm so glad you're here because I've been coding for almost 2 years now, since like October 2020. And the whole time, I have felt so incompetent. Coding does not come naturally to me. It just doesn't. It has had to be beaten into my head like again and again and again and struggling. And I finally hit a point where I'm like, damn, I think I'm retaining stuff. I think I might slightly understand JavaScript. I was doing React with Dan Can Code the other day, and I was like, my God, do I understand React a little bit? And with Blackboard? Like, so I keep dropping names. That is my number one tip. Work through it with someone. There are people here in chat that I think would be happy to work through those concepts with you. Tap into your bootcamp, to people here, ask them to explain it, ask questions until you understand. People aren't going to judge you for it. Coding is hard. I wouldn't say I'm cut out for it, but I also don't think that matters. So I think if you want it, like, you will get it, if that makes sense. Are the laziest developers. They know how to get shit done. Push through and grind it out. It sucks. It really does. Renovated. But you got it. You're a developer, Harry. I'm a what? Developer. I don't think anyone is like necessarily cut out for it. Like maybe there are people who are. I just don't think that's relevant. I don't think it matters if you're cut out for it. It depends on whether you want it and like whether you want it enough to deal with that. Chris, you have 2 gray beard hairs, a lot of grays on your head. That's interesting. Yes, graying can be heavily influenced by stress. Interesting. That's probably, yep. Is there 100 days of code running, actually? I think there's always 100 days of code running for whoever is doing it. I'm not doing it, but. You're not cut out for coding. You're a block of clay who can mold the shape you like. Snaps. Yes. Some concepts can't be grasped by some people. I really disagree with that. I think anyone can grasp like anything, and like maybe there are very, very special circumstances. It might take a while, but I think you can get there. Again, coding is so hard for me. I have to learn things again and again and again. You will see that just hanging out here. I'm just like, what? And they're like, we went over this like literally last stream. And I'm like, what? It's hard, but I think it's about like effort and determination. It's never easy to start with, and some things take longer to master than others, but working through things is always a good way to do it. And do it with other people if you can. Like really, if you can do that, it's always nice to have someone else who can either help you or ask questions as well. Sure, Pilfers. What is the article? You think people have their inherent talents and effort and determination will not matter? I don't know. I mean, you're absolutely entitled to that opinion, but I don't know if I agree. Especially when it comes to data structures and algos, got a lot of repeating. Only to restart the process when job hunting. Yeah. Short-term memory is strongly related to dopamine levels. Really? Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, Pilfer. We did a Pilfer challenge like last week. Check out the article where they go over it. I definitely will, but probably not right now. But I like how you started it so far. Sneaky JavaScript. Oh, sneaky. You sneaky snake. Nurture over nature. Could Ray Charles have been cut out for it? I don't know who Ray Charles is. Big snake boy. I don't know. I think by saying I can't, you are making that be a self-fulfilling. Oh, wow, that was loud. Thank you for the follow. By saying I can't, that's a self-fulfilling prophecy. by saying I can't, you are preventing yourself from ever believing that you can and putting in the effort to do it. People aren't born being good at coding. Yeah. See you, Korean. Thanks for dropping in. I tried to listen to Dr. Huberman's one of their things, and then I got bored. But I'm sure they do. Don't focus on coding rather than the natural ability to understand the concepts of it. I don't know. I don't have that natural ability. I don't. And I think I'm getting it. A blind musician? Well, I mean, like I said, there can be some circumstances. There may be a way that blind people can code. I don't know. I'm not blind. No one is born knowing how to play piano, but Mozart and certainly was born with knowing the concepts internally. I think some people can pick it up faster, but I don't think anyone is born knowing musical concepts internally. You can study all you want, but you'll never be as good as Mozart. Not with that attitude. I don't know. I think the most important point is saying I can't. I can't, and you won't, because you can't. But if you say, instead of saying, well, I can't do that, say, how can I do that? Like, how do I learn to do that? It's important to try to understand concepts to the best of one's ability. As you grow and learn, you improve these concepts and become better over time. No shortcuts to experience, unfortunately. There you go, yeah. No one's talking about being a savant or prodigy programmer. We're talking about whether someone can learn functions and related concepts. Free Codicam had an article on a blind coder. There you go. Attitude is huge, absolutely. So everyone and their mother can learn coding well enough to get a job? I think so. It depends on how much effort you put in, how much you want it, how much you care. That's another thing that Leon says. Do you want it? If you want it, you will go get. Do you want it? Do you want it bad enough to, have a shitty couple of months? To feel like your brain is bleeding? Your grandma does not use a cell phone or a computer, but she has no interest in it. My grandma is a fucking whiz at Instagram and Facebook. Because she wants to be. Hey, Peter, thanks for dropping in. Sleep well. It's pretty late for you. It's nice to see you. They're volunteering to self-study and spend the time. Pretty much, yeah, they can become skilled enough to get a job. If they don't practice, then they won't. Talent is not important at this level. And that's just the thing, is it does suck. Coding sucks. If you don't, if you're like me and it just doesn't naturally just click, it does suck. It is hard. And it may take a while to break into it. I haven't technically gotten there yet, but I'm going to try until I do. And it may take me longer because of mental health problems, but I'm going to get there. Monster Grandma? Did I say Monster Grandma? That's a book, by the way. No, it's Monster Mama. Monster Mama left me so. Let me tell you how I know. Yeah. So, again, love that you talk about how mental health affects a person's ability to keep up with coding. Well, I'm glad. I'm speaking from experience, so unfortunately, I don't know. Mental health has been one of the most defining things in my journey to code. Took you 10 years to get your bachelor's degree. You can succeed even if you don't take the shortest route. It's good to hear. Talking about mental health gives you anxiety? Wonder why. I don't know. I process things through talking about them. It sucks to have depression, but I don't think it's a shameful thing. So many people get discouraged if they don't stay at a consistent progress track, but growth is not always linear. Yeah, and it's not always constant. Maybe you're like, woo, and then you like just stop. And you're like, woo, and then you like go down. You know, like, there's no way any of us can say, oh, you can learn coding in this amount of time by this and this and this, because some people have families, some people, you know, have to have a different job, and some people have like crazy anxiety, and some people have depression, some, you know, like there's always something. So don't shit on yourself if it's taking longer than it is for some people, because there are some people that are like, I'm a fucking whiz. Did you know I got a job like 2 months ago and I started learning how to code 1 month ago? You know, like there are always those people, and it is frustrating sometimes to be like, why am I not that person? Why can't I get there? Why can't that be me? Why haven't I gotten a job yet, right? It's hard not to be hard on yourself, but we'll get there. Daughters in sports an hour away. There you go. George Leonard's book, Mastery, talks a lot about the non-linear path to linear success. Got a job 2 months ago and started learning 1 month ago. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, some people are just like, they just like, I don't know, they're just like, they get coding immediately and they got a job already. And, you know, it's like, there are always those people. People that are like, I was 2 when I started coding and I made my first startup when I was 10. You know, there are those people, right? And it's okay if you're not one of those people. The reason is because you're not them. You're you. Yeah. And everyone has different circumstances in life. Yep. Agreed. Okay. Your first words were hello world in binary. In binary. Oh yeah, yes, exactly, yeah. So I really don't know who Ray Charles is? No. Some things I don't have enough energy to pay attention to. What keeps you motivated to continue to code? Streaming. I've said this before, so sorry for repetition here. I think you should game yourself or play yourself, however you want to say it. You know yourself the best. What makes you tick? What gets you motivated? Like what can you use against yourself to help yourself move forward? In my case, it's that I do my best to never let anyone down. And so I figured if I stream coding, people will expect me to be on and code every Monday and Thursday. And so I always code every Monday and Thursday. So. I'll watch them later. Don't worry, Born. What is this? This page does not look so good in my reverse colors. Okay. We can do this. That's my kind of party. It is, yep. Chicken rave for show. Are you your own final boss? Yes. Your biggest enemy was yourself all along. I mean, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. You love that song? Wait, are you being serious? What song is it? It's that Crispy Nugget song. If anyone knows that chicken rave video, please send it to me. Is Crispy Nugget still here? Have y'all listened to the new Blackpink song Pink Venom? It's stuck in my head right now. Oh my god, you found it? Like my shirt, and you like so much this stream. Well, I'm glad. I also like my shirt, and I'm glad to have you here, Axel. Nah way. Nah way. Whoa, 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 whoa. No way. Get me to that party, boy. Anyone know that quote?
Hey, it's me, your skin.
I love,
Some
yeah, thank
cleansers
you,
get us
my
clean,
skin.
but take my moisture. CeraVe.
I love this moment in my life. This song's a bop, I'll be honest with you. I'm sharing this with my brother, he'd love it. Somebody made this. Oh, we're still going. Well, that was the best moment of my life. You should give up real music art and make meme music. It is a bop. It was absolutely a bop. Someone made this and I wish it were me. Chris, you can. If you make like some like parrot video, like song, that will be like the intro music to my stream. We'll listen to it all the time. Do I know the chicken yodel song? No. This will be the song you dance at your wedding. Feel renewed at this video. I love hearing this during Code Wars. I did not see it coming that this would be bird related. Just came back a little. I love this. It was a bop. It really was. Good luck. Wait, what do you mean? What is this? Wait, how? Oh, it's not that long. We could do it. Fucking ads, man. It's fine. Gotta love knee medication. Smiley guy.
You should know that a man with the power of nature can bring you to the end of your life. And you should know by my smile and the look in my eyes that you are about to be massively forced to give up. Chicken attack, chicken attack. Watch your back before it fades to black. They may look harmless, but they cannot chicken ass. Go chicken go, go chicken go, now gonna fly. You on the sky. With the power of nature, you are never alone, and you can't live alone, man. Every beast, every tree follows me to the end, and you're about to be massively fucked. Chicken attack, chicken attack. Watch your back before it fades to black. They may look harmless, but they cannot chicken ass. Go chicken go. I'm gonna fly. You on the sky. You are young and you are hungry. Perhaps your money. I give you this chicken today. It's eggs for your dinner. It's legs for next winter. You won't have to steal again.
なんて慈悲深い方だ。あなたすべての動物を操らぬのですか。
すべての動物が操れるけど。鶏が一番なんだ。
助けて助けて。僕の兄が富士見で銀行強盗に巻き込まれたんです。
大丈夫だ。心配するな。Go chicken go. Go chicken go. Now gonna fly. You on the sky.
Bruh. Thank you for bestowing those videos upon my life. Those are, I'm saving those. Those were fantastic. I really liked that one. And actually it was so good at like yodeling. Like I didn't know being good at yodeling was a thing, but it is, and now I'm glad I know that. Okay. Your path is very unique, Binary says. Your self-taught since 8 years old. You've learned that a ton of different things over the time frame. You grew up in a tiny logging town. The only thing in your high school that was computer-related was a Microsoft Word Excel class. You're constantly told you couldn't do it even by teachers, bruh. That's the reason why you only attended school for 300 days combined from 6th to 12th grade, bro. You did a coding boot camp and found out just how much you actually knew, way more than you thought. Your job search took a little over a year. Your first job was a cybersecurity startup that you were let go from in the first 5 weeks. It crushed your heart. You were contacted by a FANG recruiter and took the test where you only solved one problem, although it was the harder question and most optimal time and space, and you thought you failed. You got a call back saying you're going straight to the onsite. Ooh. You never got a date, though, for when it would happen, and you weren't contacted until the day after. Long story short, you work at a FANG company now and feel like even though your path was long and crazy, it worked out in the end. Wow, Binary, I'm so happy for you that it worked out. That's a really cool story. There you go, y'all. If Binary can do it, given all of their circumstances they went through, so can you. So can we. You'd watch this musical. See you, Ryan. There's a part 2? What? Give us a yodel? I can't yodel. I'm trying to think of how they sing the song. I don't know if I can sing that. Yeah, I can't. Sorry. That was me attempting to do that. I have to listen to music to purge that. There's also chicken, pig attack, and pig attack. Nah, way. Guess who's going down a rabbit hole tonight? It's me. Hey, Silent Spy. Long time no see. What else do I want to talk about regarding the hunt? That was all I actually prepared. If you have any other questions, let me know. Can we redeem yodels for channel points? No, my yodels are... If they were like somewhat good or funny, then yes, but also they're not, so no. Oh my goodness, I love the smell of laundry. Someone's doing laundry. I love it. Someone clip that. Do not! Or you can if you want to, I guess, but... My yodels would be hilarious. You already saw it. The yodel. That is not the sort of singing that I have done ever. 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 How was that? That wasn't a yodel. I don't know how to do it. Laundry scented candles, and yet they don't smell the same. I think my dream job, honestly, is just working on a laundromat. Just all day. Like, I don't know if you get people's clothes out, getting other people's clothes out. I used to go to, in college, whenever I went to the grocery store, I'd always go to the laundry aisle and just smell the laundry bags. All right, see you, Peter. Thanks for dropping by. To push your diaphragm? Well, this is not something I'm planning on doing, y'all, but thank you. I would rather just appreciate that masterpiece that just happened on this channel. 1 million channel points and Rufio yodels for 5 minutes. Oh my god. Oh. Lavender laundry detergent is the good stuff for you. The powder stuff is the stuff I like to smell because you can actually smell it. Yodel low-key stream. Wait, Blackboard, you actually know how to yodel? All right, Blackboard, you do music. Oh my god, you didn't. Woof. Why? God, why? I'm like squinting too. Rufioception, am I right? I'm trying to think of how they sing the song. I don't know if I can sing that. Yeah, I can't. Sorry. That was me attempting to do that. I like that. Thank you. It's a good moment in my life. Top 10 moments in my life. Any other questions about the hunt? If not, we're going to do a raid. I gotta go find the smell of the very good smelling laundry. Probably eat dinner. I wasn't gonna clip it until you heard you didn't want us to. Don't clip the rest of this stream for easy to access clips for people who don't want to watch the whole stream. Don't do it. Don't you dare. Thank you for the follows, y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Goes to laundromat to get super high. I'm ready for it, Dan. Don't give Rufio $1 million. Don't do it. Also, hi, Alan. Alan rated us last time. How you doing? Also, don't, or did we raid you? One of the two. Also, don't be like giving us any jobs. We totally don't want them. 0 jobs for us. We want them to be okay, wait a second. Poorly paying. This chat shop to do the opposite of what the streamer says. I'm waiting. I swear I don't want a more $1 billion. Me neither. Really don't. Oh my god. Thank you for being here today. Let me know if you have any other questions about the hunt, and I appreciate you. So many people here. Thank you for being here. New or old. Secret raid. Link to Curtis. Well, we're about to raid them, so I'm about to take you over there. Someone can go over there and be a real prophet. No, don't do it. No. All right. We'll be back on Thursday. I don't know what we're doing yet, but we will be back on Thursday. Motherfucker. Y'all, why did you do that? Y'all, do not tell them who it is. I told y'all not to do that. People went over there and freaking told. Do not tell. Okay, all right. Appreciate you. See you later. Go give Oregon Curtis love and follows and peace.